Materialfluss spielt in der Aufbereitungstechnik.
The material flow has a central role in the processing technology. Customers want the widest possible variety of different materials to be processed. The material flow really determines performance, the quality of the product, and also the wear that happens inside this plant. And because this material flow has a central role, it is also the starting point for every new development we undertake. We always start by first investigating the machine procedurally. This means we calculate the material flows, how much and which size comes from which material. If we have the goal of increasing the production capacity of a plant, we have two options. One option is the crusher, the other is the pre-screen. A simple measure is, I increase the screen area, I make the screen bigger. With this measure, there is the limitation that the screen must be able to fit into the machine as well. That's why we're focusing on the geometry inside the screen to guarantee that the material stays in flow and doesn't build up or get stuck somewhere. The material flow through this plant is described by roughly sketching it. Here, some important turning points will be considered. First and foremost, these are, for example, the transfer points here in the crusher, or how the broken material comes out. There are, of course, tributaries that are created by the pre-screenings. Here, on the one hand, the material can be discharged that should not be present in the final product. However, we are also able to direct intermediate grains around the crusher and then add it to the final product. And of course, we have the material flow that goes straight into the crusher. You are able to see that the material flow plays a central role, which, if done wrong, results in the machine not performing, not producing the required product performance, being subject to increased wear, and therefore compromising product quality.
Und dass die Produktqualität darunter leiden wird.
Ist die Maschine gebaut, kommt sie zu uns.
Once the machine is built, it comes to us. We take the machine into the field because theory and practice are always two different beasts. The theory tells us nothing about the composition of the feed material. Furthermore, it must be taken into account that the operator doesn't always follow the script. This will prove whether the machine is prepared for real life and if it can hold its ground when in use in the quarry. The trend indicates that more and more different materials will have to be processed in the future. Materials not yet central to us today, such as ores and slag. The trend also shows that increasingly difficult materials have to be processed, materials that have contaminants and unusable components. Our task is to ensure the material flow will do justice to this.
Das ist unsere Aufgabe in Zukunft.